Hey everyone, Nintern here. I just kind of wanted to go over the alpha build that was just released and kind of our talents. We got pretty much, I think every node in the class tree now has a talent that didn't before. And one tiny shift in our spec tree. Uh, but focus is primarily on class talents, but I'll just go over the Devourer talent really quickly. There's a new node in our spec tree that currently has nothing in it, but I'm interested to see what this ends up being, partially because making something like the tri-cap build like I have here, where we're taking this melee stuff with the hunt, Soul Glutton with this collapsing star amp, as well as Eradicate, is possible, but you do miss out on this talent up close for that extra melee damage, so I'm not entirely sure like the viability of something like this, depending on tuning, but I do think it'd be fun. Um, but our tree is pretty static over here. But going over to the class tree, we've got some really cool talents. Um, we've got obviously our Chaos Nova clone, Void Nova. Talent below it is just increasing that stun by its primary target by 2 seconds. I think most of the time you might just take this just because it's basically a free point, but I don't see this being a super crazy take most of the time. Um, Shift, getting 2 charges, that was already here. Aura of Pain, this there's a 100% chance this gets changed because it would do literally nothing for Devour, but it is leading to a new talent, a choice node between Burn It Out and Soul Cleanse, which can either remove a disease or remove a curse, which if you're in a dungeon where you need this, or I guess where it would be nice to have, like if you don't have like a healer that can dispel a curse off of you, it kind of lessens the value of spontaneous immolation a little bit, just because you want to be able to press Soulmolation to dispel that. But I don't think that's going to be too big of an issue overall. Um, and then we've got this row still the same. We still got Guile to increase the range on our Purge and Interrupt. And then this is where we get into the new stuff. So we've got pretty basic nodes here. I think these are fine. Just abilities that generate Fury and abilities that spend Fury deal 3% increased damage. Cool. Nothing too crazy there. Fully channeling Void Ray increases the damage of its final tick by 300%. I like this kind of on paper, but my problem with this is that it's a tuning talent that is basically making it so I can't take, like I'm going to take this for damage. And obviously, so new Demon Muzzle, which previously was hitting something with a sigil reduced the magic damage it dealt to you by 8%. Now it's interrupting something decreases your magic damage taken by 15%. This is really good in keys, but obviously in raid you're probably never going to take this. So this point could either go toward Long Night, like the darkness amps that we already have, or the new talent Wings of Wrath, which increases your glide speed by 40%, which I actually think is really cool. I really hope this sticks around, just to make us faster than we already are. And then this path over here, Shift grants you a rapidly decaying shield, 6% health, barely anything, especially if it's rapidly decaying, but we'll take the defenses we can. Anytime you would generate one or more soul fragments, you have a 4% chance to generate an additional soul fragment. This is always going to be taken. Like you're always pathing down here. And then Demonic Resilience Blur gains 1 additional charge. This is very strong. Like having 2 charges of Blur, it's even more crazy for Havoc, but it's still incredibly strong for us, and also really highlights the point that Sunder needs to move in this tree. Um, I'm anticipating maybe next week we get, because the big thing to not doom about is that these trees aren't done. Felsguard still is still doesn't have its 3 nodes that it's missing, and neither does Eldrazi Reaver. Eldrazi Reaver literally had nothing change with it. Um, so I don't think it's anything to doom about at all. Um, But yeah, I mean, some really cool. I'm really happy with these class talents. I think they're really cool. Um, I'm excited to try them out. I really think giving us this like curse disease self dispel is cool, and getting an additional charge of blur is just so incredibly strong. And I really look forward to seeing like what this talent could end up being, and hopefully they start giving us some better choice in the spec tree here um in the future. But I think as far as Demon Hunter is concerned, I think that's going to be it for now. Um, but I look forward to checking back in on the alpha next week. So see ya.